athletes. What we do is for everybody that's in this room, everybody that's outside this room, okay? We allow you guys to be healthy without using drugs, without using chemicals, without having surgery, okay? Right now in the NFL, there's a major problem with concussions, okay? If any of you guys read about the concussion lawsuit, right now there's 2,000 NFL ball players that have filed suit against the NFL, okay? Me and my partner have always been the type to look at a problem and then try to provide a solution for the problem, okay? We don't work the way they do. If you know anything about problem, reaction, solution, they usually create the problem, and then they get a reaction from we the people, and they always have the solution. Why they have the solution? Because they created the problem to start with. So we didn't create any problem. We realized there was a problem, and there needed to be a solution, okay? So that's where we developed this enteric-coated tablet, okay? Right now there's 2,000 athletes in the NFL that are suing the NFL, okay? A couple of people in that lawsuit, Joe DeLamaliro, okay? He was the lineman for O.J. Simpson that opened up all the holes. He's in the Hall of Fame, okay? Tony Dorsett, Charles Haley. These guys are all in that lawsuit, okay? These guys have all been taking this tablet. And what has happened to their brains while taking this tablet, it's been very interesting. It has been very, very, very interesting. And you guys will be reading more about that here shortly, because all the scientists, all the doctors don't understand, they don't know why, they don't know how. But these athletes right now, they won't help, okay, because they can't remember their son's name. You know, they can't remember their wife's name. You know, they don't remember what they were doing 10, 20, 30 minutes after talking to them. So they won't help. And the cool thing is we've been able to help them. And it's been a wonderful blessing to be able to help these athletes. And now these athletes, before my athletes were told by the NFL to disassociate. Okay? Before these athletes were paid by the NFL. Millions and millions of dollars. So when the NFL comes in, even though you know what you're doing is good, what you're doing is working, when your boss comes in and says, Mr. Lewis, disassociate. If you do not disassociate, we'll take that paycheck of a couple $1 million and we'll take it away from you. What are you going to do? Most of us are going to say, okay, I'll disassociate because I got to get paid. I got to feed my family. So no ill feelings to any of these athletes. I would have probably done the same thing. Probably. I don't know. But now I've got these retired NFL ball players that are suing the NFL, are not getting paid a red cent, okay? And they want to get better. And these guys are willing to talk about it because we've helped them. And when you help somebody like that couldn't remember their name, that couldn't remember what they did yesterday, and now to be able to change their life, they'll go to bat and talk about it. Real quick, we got 10 minutes. This is an enteric-coated tablet, okay? What a lot of you guys, y'all may know this. Most of the lectures I do, they don't know this. Do you guys know you have 2 brains in your body? How many of you guys know you have 2 brains in your body? Okay, good. Very good. Most people don't know that, okay? We have the brain in our head, and we also have a brain in our small intestines, okay? Have any of you guys ever heard somebody say they feel in their gut, or they got that gut feeling? Guys, you physically did feel it, okay? Because your second brain is thinking, okay? It actually has more neurotransmitters than the first brain does. And this has been validated by medical science, okay? This tablet is able to bypass the stomach, get into the small intestines, and really give the body what it needs to rebuild, recover, and rejuvenate. And in this tablet, what we've added was antler velvet, okay? Which we had in the spray, but we've also added colostrum, okay? How many know what colostrum is? Colostrum's amazing. And the cool thing is when you put colostrum with antler velvet, you have the yin and the yang. You have the masculine and the female. And what this has been able to do for the human body has been wow. And then we've also added astragalus and ginseng, which will allow more of the nutrients to get into the cells. Okay? Please look into this. Okay? My booth, I want to finish this up. Off topic, I I have another company I work with called Frequency Technologies. Okay? I was telling you guys about the beam ray that we took in the medical center at Auburn University. How many of you guys have ever heard of Royal Raymond Rife? Okay. Royal Raymond Rife, I tell people when I lecture, there used to be 3 people that I believe did the most for humanity on this planet. Number 1 was Jesus Christ. Number 2 was Nikola Tesla. And number 3 was Royal Raymond Rife. Okay? I've added a fourth person to that list, and his name is Lynn Kinney. Okay? Most you guys may have never heard of Lynn Kinney. Okay? But if you know about Royal Raymond Rife, he was given 16 terminal cancer patients. In 30 days, he cured 14 to 16. It took him another 30 days to cure the other 2. Okay? Unbelievable what this man did back in the 1930s. Okay? A man named Lynn Kinney that lived 5 minutes down the street from me in Birmingham, Alabama. 25 years ago, he got cancer. Okay? Most people don't know this because if you go watch his video, in his video he states that his best friend got cancer. And because of his best friend getting cancer, he went to go out to find a cure for cancer. His best friend, he never tells anybody, was himself. His best friend was the man that got cancer. And 25 years ago, he was a very wealthy man. He bought the original state of Royal Raymond Rife. Okay? And he was able to back engineer the Rife technology. And for 25 years, all around the world, he's been helping people with cancer, AIDS, hepatitis, TB, Lyme, you name it. And he was in the process of going through the FDA approval for pain management. Doing amazing things. Amazing things. I told you guys what we did with Zach Etheridge at the Auburn Medical Center. 3 weeks ago, Friday, Mr. Kinney went on a cruise off the coast of Kosovo to lecture about the beam ray. Okay? Mr. Kinney got a cough. I talked to him on Wednesday. He had been having the time of his life, swimming with the dolphins. Spent 2 hours riding sea-doos. And I talked to him on Thursday, and he's got a cough. Went down, saw the medic. And within 24 hours later, he was dead. 24 hours later, he was dead. 25 years cancer-free. No cancer in his body. 24 hours later, he was dead. It's very interesting. I'm here today at booth 303 where we have the beam ray. Okay? Please come by and talk to us about the beam ray because what Lynn Kinney did for 25 years did not die with him. Okay? His technology will live on. It will not stop. Just because he's passed away does not mean the technology is dead. Anybody who knows about Rife knows about the microscopes he had. We actually have a number 3 microscope. Royal Raymond Rife put together 5 microscopes. We actually have his number 3, which is the 3rd most powerful one he had. The technology we have is amazing. The things that we've been able to do to help people is amazing. And again, that's why I believe that, they, and you guys can go search and see who they is for yourself, have done everything they can to shut us up and shut us down. But we're not going anywhere. Okay? We have helped too many people for too long to quit what we're doing. And it's been a fun ride, and it makes my heart feel so good to see people and to be able to take somebody like your wrist there and greatly increase it without using drugs, chemicals, and surgery. Instantaneously, but without using a drug. So don't believe the things I've told you today. Take it all with a grain of salt. You go back home tonight, do some research. Do some research on who we are and what we do. Okay? The easiest way to do some research on us is my website, which is S.W.A.T, S-W-A-T-S, team, TEAM.com. That's where you can go read about the 5 national stories that have been written about us. It goes through all the medical science of what we do, the clinical studies, the double-blind studies, the 3-year hospital study, the peer-reviewed published papers that shows how this technology is real. Okay? My cell number, if anybody would like to get in touch with me personally, okay, feel free to call me anytime. I love answering questions. More important, I love getting information. Okay, I'm a sponge, you know, and I love knowledge. Okay, my cell number is 205-936-9803. That's 205-936-9803. Please really go do some research on Rife Technology and Lynn Kidding to see what this man did for humanity and what we're continuing to do, because this technology is too much to be lost. Okay? And there are very simple things that you guys can do to help yourself. Going back to the technology, we only have a few minutes. You know, the 4 things I try to teach my athletes, which has made us win so many championships, we teach our athletes 4 things. Okay? Number 1 is water. Okay? Water is so important, guys. So important. But for the most part, most of the water you guys are drinking is not good. Okay? The water that we recommend to all our athletes is called Kangen or Kagan water. Okay? K-A-N-G-A-N. It's negatively charged, has a pH roughly 9.5, and has all the antioxidants your body needs to get rid of the free radicals. And then it has all the other crap taken out of it, like your chlorine, your fluoride, your crack cocaine, your arsenic, all the other things that you guys don't know maybe, but it is in your water. Okay? And fluoride ain't good for your teeth. Okay? It's not good for your teeth. Now, the other thing we try to teach our ball players is food. Okay? Please look into your food. Stay away from the GMOs. Okay? I didn't have enough time to go over this, but GMOs have been, I have twins that have a rare disease called phenylketonuria, PKU, where they'll never eat protein the rest of their life, and because of my children, on the back of every diet drink it says phenylketonuria contains phenylalanine. Okay? Aspartame is beyond dangerous. The GMOs are beyond dangerous. They have pig genes and frog genes in your tomatoes, in your watermelons, your apples. Guys, start looking into these things. Number 3 thing we teach our athletes when we went over was the supplements and herbs. And the number 4 thing is frequencies. And when you get good water, good food, good frequencies, and good supplements, it's amazing what the human body can do for itself. Okay? Again, I'm not a medical doctor. I do not practice medicine without a license. Do your own research, guys. Are we out of time? Okay. SWATsteam.com, 205-936-9803. Does anybody, do we take questions, or how much time do we have to be getting out, or what?
You have like 2 minutes.
How many?
2.
2 minutes. Anybody have any questions?
I wanted to ask you about the wristbands. You were saying about the frequencies. Is
Yes,
that
sir.
something we can purchase that so when we go places, or just have our own cell phone?
If you come to my website, my booth at 303, I'll give you some.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
you can purchase my website, but I'll give them to you for free for coming in here today. You understand? We love to help anybody that's willing to listen. Okay?
Do you put it on the spot that hurts or on an acupressure point?
Okay. If you've got pain in a certain area, you can take the pain chip and put it directly where the pain is. Okay? And it should greatly decrease it instantly. And then normally I'll put one above and below it. Okay? Does that make sense?
And how long do you wear it?
Very good question. God made us all different. Okay? And what we tell people is the pain relief will last anywhere from a couple hours to a couple of days. Okay? Leave the pain chip on the area till the pain comes back to what it was. So if you had pain in your wrist of a 7, leave it on there till it comes back to a 7. When it comes back to a 7, take it off, leave it off for 4 hours, and then put it back on. And keep doing that back and forth, and I believe that area will get better and better and better.
Eventually it'll heal.
The body, I believe, that's my personal opinion, that it can heal itself, if you give it what it needs.
So you replace it with a new chip?
No, the cool thing is with those chips, guys, they don't go bad. That's not a drug or chemical. Okay? It's frequencies. Unless you scratch that or bend it, it's good forever. So we will quit sticking, but put a Band-Aid over top of it. Okay? Any other questions, guys?
Have you used your technology in heart disease, and if so, what were the results?
On film and whatnot, I'd rather not go over all that.